Hi, what is the first thing a customer probably gets to know about your business? What? Well, if you say your business name, then that's correct. The name of your business is probably the first thing a customer gets to know about your business. Not your location, not what you do, not who you are. Probably it is the name of your business. Alright, so yes, that is why choosing a name for your business is one of the most important decisions you have to make, and it's very critical to your business growth and development. So you have to sit down and make that decision, and in such a way that looking into the future of your business, looking at the vision for your business, and also the kind of people you want to attract into your business, both as employer, employees, and as customers. Also partners, also they might affect. So it really does affect, or it really does influence a lot of things around your business. It influences your business structure, it influences your customer base, it influences the kind of people who come to work for you, who are attracted to, or who you attract to come and work in your organization, and a whole lot of things. Your marketing and branding issues are all around your business name. And lately now, you also look at the social media aspect, social media marketing aspect of your business. You want to do something, you want to use a name that is, socially, what will I say now, compatible. You can create a domain name easily for it. You can use it on Twitter, which has a limit to the number of words you can use in creating a username. So all these things are things you put into consideration when choosing a name for your business. This is not something that you can just use my name, use my wife's name, and combine them. And no, it is not like that any longer. Okay, especially if you have a long or a huge vision for this your business. So it is something you must consider carefully and thoughtfully. Now, before we continue in this video, I would like to welcome you back to my channel. If you are just and thank you for watching my videos, especially for old subscribers. If you are new, please quickly hit the subscribe button and put on the notification bell so that you will be the first to know each time I post a new video. And I urge you to please like this video. It does something, it helps other people like you see this content, and that way we also grow this channel and make it kind of more impactful to the world of business in Africa and in Nigeria particularly. Alright, so let's move on to the topic, the 6 simple strategies for choosing a perfect name for your small business. Now we're going to look at these strategies one after the other and quickly as well. So let's go. The first strategy for choosing a good name for your business would be to use your own name. Now this is probably the easiest, right? You have a name, but then you have to consider a few things. Your name should be easy to memorize. Your name should be easy to memorize, and you as a person should have established some authority in your niche. So this strategy is best used for professionals, for people who are professionals like lawyers, like architects, like accountants. All right, so whose skills and jobs are delivered based on their name. So if you have made a name for yourself, you can easily use that to increase the authority of your business. All right, so example of people who have used this, of course, you have our almighty Dangote, who names is Aliko Dangote, and you have Dangote Groups. You also have Henry Ford, who's the owner or the founder of Ford Motors. So the Ford car you see around is someone's name. So your name, as you can see, Ford is a very simple word, to very memorizable. Dangote, very easy and memorizable as well. So look at that. The second strategy is to choose a name that represents what your business does or the results you deliver to your customers. This will be the best strategy for small businesses. All right, so why? Because even before the word go, even before anybody says anything, your name already tells your customers what you do. It tells them the result you deliver to them. So this strategy will be top notch for small businesses who are trying to, gain as much customers, relatable customers, as targeted customers as possible. So example of people who have used this is NairaBet. So when you hear NairaBet, you already know what NairaBet is all about. Bet in Naira, place football or sports bet in Naira. So this is it. And for us as well as Startup Solution, this is our own business name, Startup Enterprise Solutions. So it tells you that we provide business development services for startups, for small businesses that are just starting up. So that's it. It tells you everything you need to know about the business. So let's get on to the next strategy, which is the third strategy. Combine two simple words that capture your business's core objectives. Now, this kind of relates to strategy number 2, but they are not the same. In strategy number 2, you could use a long sentence, you could use a phrase, but this strategy tells you to use just two simple words. Words, not phrases. And in doing this, it just helps you to kind of look at the core objectives for your business and what is the word that can describe it best. There could be a lot of words, but just choose two that are very simple and capture the core objectives of your business. So let's look at the example. Actually, there are a lot of examples. Look at Microsoft, look at Facebook, look at FarmCrowdy, look at PiggyVest, and look at Buywell. Now, if you do a full analysis of this, you can see that most of these are two words. You have micros or microscopic or microchip, whatever, micro, and you have software. So micro, it tells you a lot of things about what they do. They develop software for computers and laptops, to use. You have Facebook. Should I tell you what Facebook does? This is face and book. In fact, their own is very clear. And so it's just where a kind of online book, if you look at the history of Facebook, you understand that it started in a university, and in the university there is this thing you call yearbook, where everybody at the end of the year, everybody brings their pictures into a book. So I think that's the concept behind Facebook. So everybody is able to see each other and be able to get information, details, and be friends and relate and socialize and the rest of them. You have FarmCrowdy, is a Nigerian company that is funding farmers. So it's kind of crowdfunding, farm crowdfunding. That's this. PiggyVest is piggy bank investment. Piggy bank investment. If you put money into your piggy bank, can you use that money to invest? This is what PiggyVest does. And then you look at Buywell. Buywell is telling you that they are a property company that helps you buy properties. So they are not a property development company, they are a property buying company. So it tells you everything you need to know about that. Okay, so let's get to the next strategy. Use a word or phrase that most significantly describes your niche in a local language. Now, this is not very popular, but it's actually working. It's unique, very unique, but you have to be very, very careful the way you use it anyway, so that because it will be difficult to explain to a lot of people, for a lot of people to understand. But then a lot of people are using it. Some entrepreneurs are using it, especially in Africa. Especially people in Kenya, they are using this strategy a lot. They are using it to name their business. They are using it to name their tech companies and the rest of them. So example of this is you have Babanguna. Baba is kind of a master, a father, a master, and then Guna is farm. So when you call Babanguna, is a master of the farm, kind of. So that this is a counterpart or a partner. How do I put it now? An organization or a company that does counterpart funding with farmers. So they bring funding, the farmers bring land, they bring inputs, the farmers bring labor, and then they farm. At the end of the day, they share, and whatever is left from the farmer's side, this company also buys out from them. So the farmers don't invest any money in their farm, but they get produce at the end of the day. They get money at the end of the day. Then you look at Gokada as well. And Gokada, of course, some of you already know it, even though they have now been affected by by the policies in Lagos, but then it's a wonderful name and it helped them move the market when they were really at it. So just use Okada, isn't it? So everybody knows what Okada is in Nigeria. All right. So another strategy, which is the fifth one, is to use an acronym. This preferably use 2 to 4 letters. Now, acronym would have to have a meaning, but most times these meanings are long, and when you want to use them to register a business, it could make it not, people will not be able to remember exactly what your business is about. So it's best for you to use acronym for the whole meaning of that your business and put it in an acronym. Sometimes when organizations form into a business, this is usually the strategy they use to name their business. But you too can just use an acronym to name your business. All right. So preferably use 2 to 4 letters, not more than that, not less than 2. All right. All right. So example, you have ABC. All right. You have ABC Transport, which is a Nigerian company. It's a popular Nigerian company. You have CNN. You have IBM. There may be meanings to all this, but we hardly know the meaning of ABC. You hardly know the meaning of CNN. You hardly know the meaning of IBM, but you can research and find out. But then the meanings of these acronyms are not part of the name of the company, official names of the company. The names of the company are just this, and these are the names they are using for their branding, and it's easy for them and recognizable. So let's look at the last strategy, the number 6 strategy, which is to use something abstract. Right. So this is mostly used by big corporations. All right. They use abstract names, things that you don't know what it is. What this does is that it kind of grabs attention. People want to know what exactly does this mean? What do they do? If you may not be able to find the meaning, okay, but what do they do? You now be able to find out, okay, what is it that they do? There are a lot of examples to show. You have Twitter. What does it mean? You don't know. You have Google. What does Google mean? You don't know, but it has a meaning now anyway. It has a meaning now, which means to search. So you can say Google it. So you have Uber. In Nigeria now, you talk about Jumia, you have Konga, which some of these things are kind of abstract names which you cannot really tell what their meanings are, but then they are moving with. So it's actually a way. So you can find your own abstract, but the problem would be that you will need a lot of money, you need a lot of advertising investment to be able to push these names to people so that they get it and use your product. Right. So, but before you make your final decision in kind of choosing the name you want, I would like to make sure that your choices pass the sensitivity and sensibility test. All right. So make sure that the name is not too sensitive. All right, in such a way that it causes our word is growing, is becoming a sensitive word, sensitive to a lot of things, and a kind of discriminatory and all that, racism and all that. So you make sure your name does not discriminate towards anything or anybody or animal or human, and also sensible, that the name is sensible. It's something that anybody can it really makes sense. Let me use in the Nigerian word, it makes sense. All right. So, and then another thing you want to do is to avoid negative, or what I would call derogatory words, words that push people away. They kind of feel that, well, this is not good, because probably when you're even trying to register it, you may not be able to register it. So words or phrases that are negative in nature, try to avoid using such words. You may also want to avoid names that restrict your business by location or niche. All right. So by location, I mean, if you want to name your business ABC, Lagos delivery, Lagos this, Abuja that, it kind of restricts you to only function in that location, and you may not be able to go out of that location and succeed. All right, because everybody sees you as something Lagos and that cannot come to Abuja. All right, so another one is a niche. Well, unless you want to narrow down in a niche, you may want to call yourself a niche kind of. You may want to give yourself a niche name, but otherwise, don't narrow your name to a niche. So that's it, the 6 simple strategies for choosing a perfect name for your business. So let's chat in the comment section. Which of these strategies do you think would work best for you? So what next? Well, if you have chosen a name, you will need to quickly secure that name for your business by registering it with CAC. Check the description on how to go about this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.